Hello and welcome back to the streamer. Today we are going to be playing Genshin Impact. Now, I believe this time we are finally going to be able to finish the Archon quest um, for Mondstadt and then possibly move on to the beginning of the Archon quest for Liyue. Because I know I do have to level up to AR 28 to complete all of the Liyue Archon quest, but that's for the future. Um, Now I do need to go down here to do the Archon quest. Obviously, as you can see, this little marker tells me where to go. But I realized, let's see. Oh, I clicked the right button. That I have enough wishes for a 10 pull on the standard banner, as you can see here, and for Nahida's banner, which I highly doubt I'll get her, but I'm still gonna try anyways. Although what I'm really aiming for is another Zhongli rerun, so I don't have to dodge attacks as much, because his shield is hella tanky. So I have Lumine here on her by herself, and I'm gonna sacrifice her for the standard banner. I'm gonna sacrifice her for the standard banner, and then I'm gonna go to Sumeru, which I had explored yesterday and a little bit of today. Also, I hit AR 20. I hit AR 20 just like 10 minutes ago or so. So I unlocked the Abyss, so you could see that. I'll unlock that in a second. But I unlocked all of the teleport waypoints that I could in Liyue, and all of the ones in Sumeru that I could that were not quest locked, because these ones are quest locked, and yeah, that one's technically quest locked as well. And since this is a whole new area that not even I have explored yet, I'm gonna explore that on stream when the time comes, because I don't want any spoilers or anything like that. Because I've already been given a bunch of spoilers for like a lot of things that are over here, but just for now, I want as little spoilers as possible. And obviously, I can't unlock the Inazuma Islands down here because that comes after the Liyue quest, and no, I cannot swim down there because I would have to have a lot of stamina for that. No, I cannot ice bridge with Kaya because once you get close to the Inazuma Islands, once you get close to them, like ginormous storm will start brewing, and eventually, the closer you get, it'll basically just kill you. So there is no avoiding that, even with shields, tanks, that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure there is like an underwater cheat that you can do, but I'm not gonna do that just because I honestly don't care that much. But, and this is quest locked obviously too, but we'll be able to unlock that very, very shortly. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh,
Celestia,
really, Susie?
what it's like.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
It is bad news, Vile. Vile. Alright, let me just. No, I'm gonna sacrifice Lumine. I don't care. I'm gonna sacrifice her. I must do the ritual. I know I'm probably just gonna get a 4-star, but I honestly don't care. It's just fun to do these little rituals. Okay, so that should have killed her, I think. Oh no, it didn't kill her! God dang it, Lumine, you had one job. Now we have to go back up again. God dang it. Let me get up here. Alright, third time's the charm. Now let's hope I don't land on the lady's head. That's happened like once before. Someone save me! Maybe like a healer? A small healer? No, just 4-star. Okay, who's it gonna be? Toma! Ooh! Toma is from... Actually... Oh, wait a minute! Technically, Toma is a character from Inazuma, but he was technically born in... His lore is that he was technically born in Mondstadt. Holy crap, Toma. I was just talking about Inazuma and Mondstadt. Holy crap. Oh, that's the little flame sparkle thingies. That's really cute. Now there is a chance I can get 2 4-stars here, but it's a rarer chance. In Toma's lore, he was technically born in Mondstadt. I think born and a little raised as a kid in Mondstadt, and then for some reason his family moved to Inazuma, and then Inazuma became a closed nation, and yeah. I thought Inazuma became a closed nation like 500 years ago, though, and Toma is definitely not 500. Anything else? Oh, please don't tell me it's just Toma. The Wizard? That's honestly pretty useless. Oh. Well, I killed Lumine for nothing. Well, that's perfect. Alright, can I get 4 more? I don't think I can get 4 more wishes. Dang it. 2. God dang it. Wait, did I just spend it on the wrong one? Oh, yes, I did. Oh, that's probably because it was sold out. Because the Stardust Exchange, it only has 5 Acquainted Fates and 5 Intertwined Fates for the Stardust Exchange, because that would be extremely useful because you get a lot of Stardust for wishing. That would be extremely useful if you could get like infinite amount of Acquainted Fates and Intertwined Fates. Okay, Lumine's about to die, but now let me go to Sumeru to wish for Nahida. She's dead, but at least I got Toma. Who knows, I'm probably going to sacrifice her again, but I do want to practice with what's her name?
I promise
Candace.
to keep you safe.
I do want to practice with Candace because I haven't gotten her on my main account because I'm saving for the next Archon. Which her name will be Vocalore, I think. Her name is spelt really weird, but I know there is also an achievement to go to the very... Okay, so you guys haven't seen Sumeru. It's very pretty. This is like the foresty part that I was talking about. This is the deserty part, obviously. And, you know, I'll explain more of this in detail. There's the world level. I've explained that before. Cryo. And these are just some reactions you can learn. I'll go a little slower just so you can read them if you, like, stop the stream or VOD. And then the more recent, that is like a beta picture of a cryo slime. Eye of the Storm. Actually, we did see a few of those last stream. The Animal Hypostasis. I believe those were on the stream. Wooden Shield Wall Meteoral. Bismage. And then there's Fatui members that you can fight. And this is a Ruin Guard, where you need to attack the core. I believe it was there last time. The Ruin Greater is actually in, I believe it's in Sumeru now, but originally I think it was only in, well, it first appeared in Dragonspine, as you can see by the background. But we'll go to Dragonspine eventually because there is quests that lead up to that. And obviously, like, when I explore things, oh yeah, you get Primogems from that. But when I explore, like, some areas, I don't know what areas specifically now, but, like, over here in Springvale, I accidentally started a character's story quest. Her name is Shangling, and I'll explain a little more later. Actually, I'll just explain it now. Let's see, where's her thing? See, she was on a hunt, and I was by Springvale, and she, like, pulled me into the bushes, and said she was hunting for Shangling. Also tried to eat Paimon because she thought Paimon was an edible food, which, you know, probably not. I mean, Paimon's a pixie, so I guess not, but you never know. Anyways, yeah, as it says, on a clear sunny day, you go for a walk to Springvale with Paimon, and we met Shangling, who is not from Mondstadt, but she's in Mondstadt for more cuisine. She's actually a chef from Liyue City. But back to the matter at hand, there's these primal obelisks. These are in Sumeru, and I'm guessing I'll read more of this later. I actually probably should read more of this later because I didn't read this on my main account. Yeah, let's just save that for later. Okay, I can technically wish twice, but I like to do 10 pulls just because. Just making sure. Up here, let me just check everything. Because there is an event going on now, I believe. But I cannot do it right now. Oh, I need to read that, actually. I can't do it right now. Yeah, brewing developments will end soon because it's in Sumeru, I believe. Well, I probably could do it. And then these are just achievements that I got from exploring. You can read them as I collect them. And this was from the Archon quest, which I forgot to collect last time. Obtain the power of Geo, which is from the statues in the statues in Liyue, the statues of the Seven in Liyue, like how I first got my Animo power, I guess. Can't really be called a vision when it's not a vision. Animo power from the statue of the Seven in Mondstadt. It's basically like the same thing throughout all of the nations. You go to the statue of the Seven, you can trade your power and get like the Electro power, Dendro, Hydro. Hydro will be next, the next nation. Geo, Animo, Cryo, Pyro. All of the elements eventually, but for now it's only Dendro, Electro, Geo, and Animo. Alright, but let me see, because I don't know which branch is going to be the very top. I think it's over here, actually. Because I think it's an achievement where I need to get to the very top. Or maybe it's over here. The very top of Sumeru, and I think it is right here. I just need to be careful. Oh, please tell me this is it. I don't want to climb all the way back up. No, it's not that long. I think this is it. Maybe. Is this it? Is this not it? Is that it? Do I need to get to, like, the actual highest point? Dang it. Okay, I think this is it. Maybe. Right? Is this gonna be it, or am I gonna fall off for no reason? What the heck? Why am I not getting it? It said I needed to reach the highest point, right? Highest point Sumeru tree. No, I'm not looking for the highest point achievement. Alright, let's see where that is. What the heck? That's weird. Okay, so I didn't go to the right area. Oh, because I need to go to a branch with the bird on top. Okay, that makes sense. Now, where's the bird? I think it said it was over there. Is it further up that way? Maybe. Where's the Dendroculus? Is it up here? Where is it? I think it's under there. But the achievement is up here somewhere. I'll stop getting sidetracked eventually, but I'm genuinely curious, because I didn't get this on my main account, because I always kept forgetting. Because there is a lot of quests, even just to skip through. And I skipped through all of them. I did master some food recipes. Oh, please tell me I can make it. Ooh, okay. Is it up here? Maybe this one. I don't think it's this one. Oh, there's a chest! Oh, please don't fall.
Is this an answer from this world?
All right. For some... Oh, god dang it, don't heal me! For some Sumeru chests, if it's like really high up, it's actually useful that it just auto-collects in your inventory. I think Genshin added that to Sumeru. Because it would have been just so annoying tracking down, like, some of the crystals or something. Oh, it's that branch. Whatever, I can fly to it after I get up here. So I need to go to the branch with the birdie. I do remember that. But I can get this Dendroculus while I'm up here. Have I seriously never gotten this Dendroculus on my main account before? No, I think I did. I just didn't go to that branch because I didn't feel like it. Ooh. Very close. Yeah, today I was deciding whether I wanted to do... There it is. Yeah, today I was deciding whether I wanted to stream Undertale or this, and I decided this because I was a high enough AR level, and I would have just kept dying from Sans, and I haven't practiced off stream yet with Sans, but I am planning to eventually. And obviously I'll be recording that, but it'd just be like a pretty quiet stream if I didn't. Right, I think I'm good like that. Yes. Save me, Nahida! Dang it! Who's gonna save me? The Widsith? Oh, right! Oh no! Cause Nahida's still trapped in the Sanctuary of Surasthana! Oh no! Wait a minute! That's why she can't come rescue me. Oh, Cookie! Hi, Cookie! She is from Inazuma, actually. What's with all the Inazuma characters? Dang it. Well, at least she's on the banner unlike Candace. I'll get 2 of these, and how many of these can I buy? 1. Dang it. I need 3 more. 6 more for this. Well, sorry. I can heal you? Wait, no, I can't. Now I can heal you. There you go. I think, actually, Cookie is... Her name is Cookie, but I like to call her Cookie. Like, as in, like, a chocolate chip cookie or something. Yeah, see, you saw her health go down. She is, like, a self-healer. Or, like, she sacrifices herself to heal others, which is absolutely adorable. But I'm gonna go to the statue, since this is gonna take too long. Reassemble my team. I actually only recently got Cookie. On my main account. I was actually missing her for the longest time.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, no, wait. That's the right order. Right? Is that my right order? I need it to be in the... I think it's fine. Right, I do need something for Mondstadt real quick. So I can level up Amber just a little bit more. And then we can finally stop getting sidetracked. Probably. Maybe. It all depends. I did go to Majori. You can basically... When you unlock chess in a certain nation, you can get these things called sigils. There's like an Animo sigil, a Geo sigil, like for Mondstadt, Animo sigil, Leeway Geo sigil, Inazuma Electro sigil, Sumeru Dendro sigil, that kind of thing. You can get those from chess and general rewards. And, like with Majori and other shops, you can trade them for objects, which is really cool. See, I bought all this stuff before, but for now, I need this for Amber. I only need 1. Can I get the Mora? No. See, I can only get this Mora once everything in the shop is sold out, so let me... Yeah, let me just buy all this. All that I can. There's a lot of things I need to check off because I wanted to show the stream everything in case you're new to Genshin Impact. I know there's gonna be a select few that are new to Genshin.
Once,
there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens.
This is a cute little cutscene.
From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
See, I partially think that that's talking about the traveler and their sibling, and I partially think it's not talking about them. And yes, that was Venti's voice, which is highly terrifying. This is called the Battle Pass. You basically do things like complete commissions, mine 10 items, which you'll see in a second, log in, all that kind of stuff. There's weekly stuff, and there's BP period, which is like 50 wishes, Spiral Abyss, and the event. So I can just claim all. And then the more stuff you do, the more BP you can unlock. What does BP actually... Oh, BP stands for Battle Pass. The more Battle Pass you can unlock equals the more things you can get. And I'm not gonna buy the Gnostic Hymn because I feel like it's just a waste of money because you're gonna get these materials in the game either way, and you know, I like to be a free-to-play. A fish, as they call me. See, in Genshin, it's kind of funny. Like, if you spend a lot of money on the game, you'll be called a whale. If you spend, an average amount of money, I think it's, at least in my mind, you'd be called a dolphin. And you only spent, like, a little bit of money, you'd be called a fish. So I think I would be like a guppy or something, because the only thing I spent money on my main account at least, was a skin for a single character. And that is because he is my favorite character. Because he has red hair. Okay, so this is the thing.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
And then
Everything's ready. Let's go.
This is Kale. We'll meet her early in Sumeru. I actually really love her from the comics. She has a lot of backstory, which is honestly traumatic for a little girl, but that's kind of what creators of OCs do, is create trauma for their characters. I know, because I am one. She is one of the many characters that is a free character. 'Cause I can...
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. My favorite place is the chicken. I mean, the kitchen. I practice so hard, but I still get nervous when introducing myself.
Same, Xiangling. Same. See, we'll get Xiangling as a free character, and then a character named Barbara. I don't think we've met Barbara yet. But Xiangling was who I was talking about earlier. Who I accidentally started the quest with, and many people actually have a problem with starting the Xiangling quest, because as soon as you get into the forest in Springvale, like right in this section, it'll pull you into the quest whether you want to or not. And I'll get these other side quests when I get to them, but let me unlock... I don't know why this says Elemental Trial, because I did all of these elemental reactions. Let me unlock the Abyss real quick, and then I think we can stop getting sidetracked. After I ascend Amber. See, I forget very easily. She was gonna say something there. Oops. Ray, what were you gonna say, Amber? I know you guys say stuff when I level you up sometimes. Is it down here, or is it in the other one? It's down here.
Yeah, as fast as riding the wind.
Gliding, or wind gliding grand champion, right? I think. I'm gonna keep most of my characters at a low level, other than my main party. Unlike my main account, because my main account, I am an endgame player, so I'm gonna get bored very easily, so I'm gradually leveling up every single character in my arsenal. So I'm getting good weapons for them as good as I can, leveling them up all the way. And when I do like the artifacts, this is just for my main account. When I do the artifacts, I try to do the domain that I would that would suit them best. And then I just make sure they're 5-star artifacts, and then they're leveled up to 20. And then I always make sure at least the talents are leveled up to 9. All of these 3 talents are leveled up to 9. Because that's the max if you don't have any constellations. It is very tedious, but as an endgame player, I have a lot of free time. I can only level her up so far. Crap. Well, I'll have to grind on more ley lines after this, because I do have quite a few more from exploring. Get back here, you! Get back here, you! There you go. I feel bad when killing them, but I was having such a struggle finding meat last time. Or yesterday. Ew. Well, thank you. Now we're gonna go fight a dragon soon. So this is gonna be exciting. Because, I mean, it's probably gonna be pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. But when I very first played Genshin, I didn't know what artifacts or talents did, and I can't level up artifacts yet till they're at least leveled up at least one more. But I didn't know what artifacts did, so I didn't level up, and I didn't give them good weapons because I didn't know much until at least I got to the mid-game. So, yeah, the dragon fight was very hard, and I assume now it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be easier. Not what I wanted to do. I do that all the time. This is the abyss. Grand underground corridor which leads to an unknown... Okay. Which leads to an unknown spiral constructed by a great empire that has long gone. Empire of Celestia? Because I can't see Conria building the abyss. Right? Conria didn't build the abyss, right? Wait a second. By a great empire that is long gone, what treasures await deep in the palace, I think? When monsters lurk in the shadow, surrounded by mysteries, the universe tower. I'm reading from the stream. I paused the stream on my phone, so like the little pause icon is still there. I hate that I can't get rid of it. Oh crap. Well, now I got rid of it because I wasn't able to read it all. Dang it. Well, whatever. This is the Spiral Abyss. There's gonna be challenges, and every month, I think, there's gonna be a blessing of the Abyssal Moon, and this time it's Reverberating Moon. yeah, it resets quite a while. When the active character's HP decreases, a shockwave will be unleashed at the character's position, dealing true damage to nearby opponents. This effect can be triggered once every 8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. Nice. 0.8 seconds, that's nice. But then there's challenges like this. It tells you what you need to be prepared for, what creatures you need to be prepared for. And basically you can set up a team of 4. Later on though, I don't remember which, but I think it's floor 6. There's always going to be 3 chambers, but I think it's floor 6 where you have to create 2 teams because there's 2 phases for each chamber. I think that starts in floor 6. But I said before that I would never touch the Abyss again after I got the final Abyss achievement on my main account. And I won't go too far into the Abyss, only so far to where I can get free characters and I lost my train of thought. I'll only go so far as to where I can get the free characters and like achievements and just that kind of thing for this book here. And oh right, there was one more thing I was going to show the stream. I know, I keep getting sidetracked. That's what I do. If I'm an expert at anything, it's at getting sidetracked. I'll go over here and show you something real quick. And then I think we can finally, I know I keep saying this, but I think we can finally get started with the Archon quest. There was this thing I unlocked after the stream called an expedition. Now, you can send your characters to go out on expeditions for 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours. Now, it doesn't matter which character you select, but there are some specific characters that can decrease the time while not decreasing the materials that you get. It just decreases the time that it takes them. I like to have like one character doing ore and the rest of the characters doing Mora, but I haven't unlocked that many yet because I'm not that high a level. Because there's, well, let's see, is there gonna be any specific characters? No, okay. But once I do get the specific character that'll shorten the time, you'll probably see it. And I'll probably explain it later on. But that's an expedition. And is this a quest? Greetings, adventurer. The tales of your deeds are now known to all in Mondstadt. Continue in this fashion, and you are destined to become one of the great adventurers of our age. Yeah, Mondstadt is all I know. Mondstadt will forever be my home, but, I mean, I know the other... I've explored basically all of the map so far. Got anything for me to do? If you wish to become a great adventurer, there comes a time when you must move... Oh, right. Do I need to do the quest to up my world level? Wait, no, I don't think I do. I think the first one is free. See, I said before that it was like every 5 levels or so, you'll need to do a world quest so you can continue on leveling up. So you don't just stay at one position, as Catherine has explained as well. But I think when I hit AR20 recently, it leveled up my world level to 1. So I don't think I have to do the quest, but I think I have to do the quest when I hit AR 25 or AR 30. Though I think it's AR 25 first. Basically world level, it does increase it does increase the level of creatures that are there, but it also increases rewards that you'll get. And I think it also kind of increases how many times you can level up your character. And like if you're a low world level, say like me, I'm a world level 1 right now, you can't join anyone with a high world level, but I think someone with a high world level can join you. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's kind of like that. If you wish to become a great adventurer, there comes a time when you must move beyond the places you know. I didn't say that. Okay, whatever. Now you must have amassed such a wealth of adventuring experience. Perhaps it is time for you to explore somewhere new. I literally have Catherine. Take this letter and deliver it to Leeway Catherine. Oh, right. Should I call you Mondstadt Catherine in the future then? If it helps advance your adventuring career, call me whatever you like. Well, thank you, Robot Catherine. Anyway, once Leeway Catherine has this letter, she'll be your point of contact there for all your adventuring needs. Of course, whenever you are back in Mondstadt, I will still be delighted to be of service. I would ask that you refrain from opening this letter en route. If anything were to fall out, it would cause complications. Adventurer, the time has come for you to take the next step towards the stars and the abyss. That's terrifying that you say the abyss. Ad Astra Abyssosk. And I think it's like a letter with a dandelion in it. So this is just an itty bitty quest. But I technically mined 10 items since I got from the expedition. That's why I have one character going on a mining expedition and the rest of my character is going on more expeditions. Just so I can unlock a little more of the BP. Yeah, I can't even unlock or open Catherine's letter no matter what. This one? No, I can't even though it looks open. A tightly sealed letter packed with other supporting documents that prove the bearer of the letter to be a reliable and experienced adventurer. Okay. Alright, now I think we're ready. Should be at least. Nice. Got all the crystal flies. I'm gonna need the crystal flies for a future recipe for condensed resin. Condensed resin, you could basically use 40 resin to craft one condensed resin. So if you use all of your resin to craft condensed resin, you will get 4 resin a day. I like to save it up till 9. Like 5 is the max to have in your inventory. But then you could also have this as a spare and then just like grind it all out in one day. But that's just my personal preference. But it'll basically double the things you can get in domains. It's basically like doing domains twice. But you can't use condensed resin for things like bosses, which is weird, but meh, it's whatever. Alright, now let me stop getting sidetracked and finally go to the adventure. What do we need need to do now? Are we just going to Storm Terror's lair now? Possibly? I think we are. Nope. Okay, I'm used to Amber being there. That's why I had Kaya attack, because I'm used to Amber being there.
Bet you can't.
You get into a groove of things. And look at me being sidetracked again. Ooh, crystal fly. I might have ADD. I don't know. Either that or I just get distracted very easily. Oh, there's apples. Let me get those. Alright. What do you guys want? What do we need to do now?
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master D-Luke.
It wasn't that long.
To think of it, Mr. Big Animal God Barbados. Why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons.
See, you guys really shouldn't be saying this in... I mean, I know they might not believe you, but you might not want to be saying this directly in front of... Stop waving your hand like that. You might not want to be saying this directly in front of the maids? Because... Well, I mean, there's a very high chance that they won't believe you that you're actually Barbados, but it'll just make G and the Traveler, Paimon, well, Paimon's already crazy, and Diluc, mainly Jean and Diluc, seem absolutely crazy. Just saying this young boy is Barbados.
Each Archon presides over their own part of Tevat. That is the role the Archons play.
As I've explained.
Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Oh, so that's why you don't have much power. That makes sense, actually.
Go forth and establish
Why
a
you're
city
the
of freedom without
weakest
rule. We
Archon.
have not forgotten Barbados' wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee.
She really is.
Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
That's also the case.
However
Yes.
it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time.
I'm still on my suspicion that Celestia took him.
Without a doubt, I am now
Somehow.
the weakest Archon among the Seven.
Oh, yeah, like, I totally believe that. I seriously have a sneaking suspicion that Venti's not completely honest. He's not telling us everything. And I highly doubt he's the weakest Archon among the Seven. I highly doubt that. Guess that's why you're the god of the City of Freedom.
Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse?
You're right in front of your
But we
god,
digress.
saying that.
Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind.
Do you
We've
even believe
tracked
that
the
he's
Abyss
your
Mage
god?
to the vicinity of the winery.
I mean, Jean does, but
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
let's hunt it down. Take a shield. I could definitely use a shield. I am bad at dodging things. That's why I need Zhongli. His shield is so tanky, like hot dang. Also, I just want all the Archons I can get, like, on my main account. On my main account, I want all the Archons, which is why I've been saving up for Folklore for a few updates now. I want all the Archons, and, in this character called Dainsliff, which I have kind of mentioned him before. I just said, like, a character that you didn't know, because technically you wouldn't know him yet, but I think... Do I need to do the Leeway quest before we do Dainsliff's quest up here? I think. Right? Because we go down to Inazuma, and then we're sent to the chasm where we meet Dainsliff again, and then we do the Sumeru one where we meet Dainsliff. So it might be, we might meet Dainsliff after we do the Leeway Archon quest, or we might meet him, like, right after this quest. Though I think it is after the Leeway quest. I see you over there.
Steady as stone.
I'm gonna get rid of you first, so you're not a pain. This guy seriously says your mom. It's weird. Oh, right. I forgot to mention. I'll explain it later, actually. You just bubbled your friend when you were trying to bubble me.
Freeze!
Windblade.
Oh,
Huh?
dang it.
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's
Was I just muted, or... No, I think his audio was just cut short. See, in the beginning of the game, it's actually pretty crappy, but in Sumeru, the graphics are beautiful, the audio is beautiful, the story is beautiful, everything is beautiful when Genshin actually progresses. I think I've heard of people talking about it in Mondstadt. Actually, as acting as a new player, I haven't heard of it.
But Jane and Master Diluc are no doubt aware of it. After
Probably.
Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier.
What is known as Storm Terror's Lair was technically the old Mondstadt. The Mondstadt, the Mondstadt when this tyrant king was ruling before Barbados's reign, and then there was a war, or is like a coup d'etat or something like that, between the people of Mondstadt and the tyrant king, and I'm gonna spoil a lot here, but you'll learn it eventually anyways. Basically, Venti was a little wind pixie, when that was happening, and he was alongside this little bard boy. Sound familiar? And after the siege ended, after the war ended, whatever you want to call it, the little bard boy actually died from that, and so Venti took his friend's body. And, I think that's when he actually first became Barbados? But I'm not sure, because he did say he was a wind pixie for the longest time. But I think that is when he became Barbados, because in the Barbados statues, he does have the braids. So basically, he took the body of his friend. His friend didn't have, like, this blue glow to his hair. It did have this darker blue, but he looked a little different from what he looks like now. That's alright.
But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven.
Oh, really?
I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls. But
Of course it would be
should
song
enough
to
let
you.
us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action.
Venti sounds like Tails? You know what? He actually kind of does.
If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
You're not gonna have to slay him. But, for anyone who doesn't know who Tails is, first of all, as kindly as I could put this, you are a pleb. Because he is a character from Sonic with 3 tails? How many tails does Tails have? Two tails, okay. I mean, I guess Sonic is technically an older thing. Like, when it was the first Sonic thing, actually. Yeah, the first Sonic game was made in 1991, but I remember seeing it. I didn't play it a lot. Although there was this one Sonic game that I did play, but I don't remember what it was like or what it was called. I think it was a Sonic game. 1991, that would have been... Let's see. 91... 32 years ago. Okay, so a little bit older than my oldest brother, I think. Yeah. I think I'm getting that right. That was the first Sonic game, but I do remember seeing it from when I was younger and playing a single game. I honestly don't, and I'm not that big a Sonic fan. I just I never really got into Sonic. It just wasn't my thing. The games specifically. But I do remember seeing and playing one of the games when I was younger, so very old game. Jesus, Sonic is 32 years old. That's a lot to take in. Anyways.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card.
Give me 1 second. Holy crap, Tails has a lot of voice actors. Alright, let's see. Venti English voice actor. I don't think he is because Venti's voice actor is Erica Harlacher. I don't know how to say her last name. I know who Shadow is. I need to be reminded of Jet. Nope, haven't seen Jet. Or at least I did see him and I don't remember him. But no, he is not the voice actor for Tails, but he does sound very similar. Yeah, Venti is technically played by a female. And some people actually confuse Venti for a female, like his character as well, because he just looks so feminine, even though he's not. He is, in fact, a dude.
Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
Oh?
The Traveler?
Is it because I purified the teardrop crystal?
Correct.
You did
you
not
have a
say
much more
that.
Precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power.
It is a trap, because, see, I trust Venti. I trust that he is looking out for the Traveler, because at the end of the Archon quest, he says, "May the wind bless your travels," and ever since then, characters with Animo Vision seem to have been saving the Traveler from certain predicaments, which is very ironic. I think Venti actually has the Traveler's best heart at mind, but I don't necessarily trust him, or Paimon a little bit, but I know he's not telling us the entire truth, especially about Celestia. But I don't think he's allowed to tell us about Celestia, or else he'll get his power evoked or something. Yes, he does.
Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is?
Oh, it's totally crazy.
You've seen what Devon is like when he's ticked off? She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Weren't we just talking about how I can fight?
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
Yeah,
I am
use
with
me
you,
as the trump
honorary
card.
knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
See, in the beginning of the game, Paimon's actually rational. But, honestly, why would you trust this random Traveler as your trump card? Secondly, stop calling me honorary knight. Make me an actual knight, please. I do not deserve this criticism. I am literally going to save probably 7 nations and maybe destroy Celestia. I don't know.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so...
You've
the
been
test of
conspiring
brave
with the
heroes
Skill
finally
Squad.
leads to this 11th hour.
What does that even mean? Alright, what I was gonna explain before. You saw how... We'll navigate that. Make sure nothing else appears. Okay. So you saw how when I did 5 attacks, a little Animo stream appeared and it actually hit the Abyss Mage and Samachuro. There. Now, it's only when I do the 5th attack. Not like that. It does do damage, and it is very cool. And I think I actually unlocked that with my 2nd constellation. But I don't know. Pulls in opponents and objects within a 5-meter radius. I honestly don't know how I unlocked that, but... I think it's just like an upgrade thing. Language! I mean, at least you're not saying the actual words, but I don't even know if you can, but whatever.
I'll keep this close.
Alright, well... Ooh, I don't have to go through the mobs! Well, I do have to go through some, but... less than I would have been able to. You just don't feel like it? Well, that's good. I'm allowed to swear, because I'm the adult. And I try to swear as little as possible, but... still. Oh boy. I don't know if this battle is gonna be difficult or not, because it was in the beginning of the game, but that was because I didn't know about artifacts. Speaking of, I should level them up really quick. I have defense things, I have food things, I should be fine. I am the adult, you are the child, I'm guessing. What was I gonna do? And this is like it for all attacks. See how that's an animal thing? For Geo, it will be like a few rocks appearing. For Electro, it will... I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's actually like appears with Electro, but I think it should. And I haven't tested it out with Dendro either, but I know it appears with Geo and Animo, obviously. They can actually stoke the flames, which is cool. So that's pretty cool. But I think I should be fine, because I also get Venti as a trial character. Stormterror's Lair, aka Old Mondstadt. Like, well, let's see. I think Venti is 2,500 years... 2,600 years old, maybe. Yeah, 2,600 years old. So... that doesn't negate for him being a pixie, because I don't know how long those pixies could live for, but I'm guessing since he was just a little wind pixie, he wasn't alive for that long. So I'm guessing that New Mondstadt is like... well, I don't know how old it is. I'm not even gonna try to guess, but still. Almost as old as the janitor. Yeah. But that is Old Mondstadt. Technically speaking. Oh, what was the tyrant called? I know there's some... see, in Genshin, there's also items that can reveal lore as well, which is really cool. Like, even something as simple as a plant can reveal a lot of lore. But I think it was Decorabian. That was his name. Of the old tyrant king that they defeated in the war, and so on and so forth. Just making sure the sound is good.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me.
See, I know there's gonna be like a lot of viewers. I know there's gonna be a lot of viewers on my VODs channel that know the lore of Genshin as much as I do, maybe even a little more. I don't know. But there is gonna be a select few people who don't know the lore of Genshin and will just generally be confused, so I'm just clearing it up for them. Because I know there's probably gonna be a few. At least like one or two.
Although this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm wait. What is that?
Hurry.
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
They're not even bad enemies.
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance.
You should begin your performance while I'm
Generally speaking,
clearing your
such things
stage.
are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Stormterror's lair.
Oh, please don't tell me. Okay, he's not alive.
Hilichurls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental
Oh,
concentrations.
right.
It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
Hills
The
use
Abyss
plot
Order must
armor
be
was super
manipulating them behind
effective.
the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. And presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
They're being
Without further
forced.
ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
I mean, your audience is technically us, too. And him, apparently. Don't mind the one hilichurl.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair.
You're not entirely
Watch yourself.
useless.
Let's
Okay,
move.
I like Paimon, but you're one to talk, Paimon. All you do is float, and you don't even stay by me most of the time. Like that. Like, she only stays by me for quests, and in here, which is honestly a little creepy, because I was testing this out earlier. Apparently, if you face the character, she'll spin the camera around to appear behind you, which is really creepy. But I still trust her, I'm gonna be honest. As creepy as she can be sometimes, I trust her. Because, as you can see later, in later quests, she actually cares for the traveler. Oh, there the sun goes. Okay. It just changed time! That was weird. I'll unlock all of the
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair.
other waypoints later.
The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Devalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
How does he get in there?
Oh. You do have a point.
Occasionally there is tornadoes because, like, there was one time, I don't know if you can see them on PC, but you can't see them on mobile that well. And, like, I was still pretty new to the game, and I was just exploring around here looking for chests, and I was just, like, picked up by some random wind gust. It took all of my health, and then it just eventually stopped, dropped me down to the ground, and it was to the point where I can't plunge. So it basically just killed me instantly, and I didn't know that could happen then. So apparently tornadoes can happen in, well, obviously, Storm Terror's lair. Which makes sense why he's called Storm Terror.
It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Good being crabby.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
Clearly. Also, there's leaves!
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
I honestly don't know why he does that there, but I think he just does that to mainly just annoy Paimon.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins?
Oh, no doubt.
Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before.
I've beaten many of them. You've beaten one?
I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well,
Really?
that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent?
No.
Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Paimon does have a point. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even need to go up that. I thought I did. Over here. Birdie, birdie. Man, I healed my characters for this. They say your aim should be better when you're on PC, but for me, it's actually somehow worse, which is really weird. It's probably just because I always forget that, like, when you shoot things, like, say if I wanted to shoot that hilly churl, say if he was, like, really far away, I would have to shoot up a little bit because the arrow does eventually arch down, as you can see. Don't do it. Ah. Okay, you didn't even drop anything. Oh, but there's you! Hi! Oh, and there's that. Nope. Here we go. For some reason the barrels take like really long to burn, which I don't like. Or the barrels, the boxes. Well, the boxes and the barrels, I guess. Get over here. Nice. Also, if I can't run into this because I will get injured. As you can see. And it did more damage because I was affected by an element. Whatever, there's gonna be a statue of the 7 up here anyways.
I'll keep this close.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, apparently if you use a bow character, you can't... Oh, never mind. I thought that was just me. I was probably stuck by a rock or something. I'm gonna be honest. There's a chest up there. I need to get that. No, that's far. I'm not gonna go get it. The only thing that stops me from getting sidetracked is far things. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a pro at getting sidetracked. And of course I'll get all the Animoculus eventually. But I don't feel like getting them right now, and I don't feel like getting sidetracked as much.
Look, a wind current.
Oh, stop it.
It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Possibly, Paimon. Possibly. There's only a few. Beep. Can I actually level it up one more? No, I need 3 more for that. Dang. Well, at least I got an achievement for that. That one? And what's this one? Light up the entire Mondstadt map. Well, I technically didn't sense... Well, actually, I did light it up. I just haven't gotten all the waypoints yet. Alright, whatever. Wait, did it heal me? Yeah, I think it healed me, right? Because if I only have like one statue leveled up a little bit, it does have low HP, so it could only heal me so much. Like, in the beginning of the game, it had like maybe 5,000 max. But now it has, obviously... How much was that? Was that 10,000? 100,000. And it'll go up, I think. I think this just this just randomly unlocks,
A reward on the road.
which is weird. If I go down there, that's basically a death hole. I think it's a death hole if I land on the stone platform as well. Just because technically you're not supposed to go down there anyways. Enter the tower. I'm already in the tower. I just need to go up. This guy isn't gonna activate. He's just here. Weird statue. He's a rune guard. He's not a statue. Although he does have significant importance for a later Archon quest, actually. That I am not gonna spoil. Anything up here? Oh, right, I do have to travel the map anyways. Forgot
Oh,
about
we
that.
can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the
Forgot
work
about
of
that.
Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city.
Old
Dvalin just
Mondstadt!
happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds.
Old Mondstadt?
Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway,
Decorabian!
I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
Decorabian's
The
actually
markings on
a
this
cool
seal.
name.
If my
he
archaeological
was a
knowledge
tyrant.
is not mistaken, this appears to be a light
Actuator. It was cut off.
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
Reintegrate?
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Oh yeah, it's such a difficult puzzle. Ooh, Air 21. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, I can't do this now, but there is a co-op mode, and as I've mentioned before, I don't want to go into that because there is stuff I do want to read for myself.
I'll keep this close.
But there is co-op mode, and as I've mentioned before, I don't like co-op mode just because, I mean, I talk for 3 hours almost every day, but yeah, I just don't like co-op mode as much. Like, the more you go into co-op mode, the less characters you'll have on your party. Say, like, if you go into a co-op mode with one person, you'll have 2 characters at your disposal, and the other player will have 2 characters. If you have 3 players, on co-op mode, I think your world will always have 2, but then once it gets to 3 and 4, the other people will only have 1 character, I think? Though I'm not exactly sure. But you'll always have 2 no matter what. Because you're like the main person in the world, I think. Woo! Magical! I still don't know what that does. I think it just helps like generate the platform. Do I need to? No. Okay. Okie dokie. I did it! Because you guys can't do it apparently.
Looks like we're right. There
Wasn't
are
that
3 more
difficult.
halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate.
How do they
I
even
can
get the
see one from
light
here.
out of the light actuators?
The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
And while I do that,
Why
I
did
might as
Dvalin
well
pick a
unlock
place
the
filled with
waypoints
puzzles
as
and
well.
seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
See, the beginning of Genshin is a little annoying, to say the least.
You do have a point.
But I might as well unlock the waypoints while I'm going there anyways. Although I know there is a Dendroculus here, and I will get an achievement, right? I thought I would have gotten an achievement. Is it for being at the very top? Or am I mistaken? Is there not an achievement here? I don't remember. There is an achievement here. Remains of the Gale. What is that? Reach the top of the tower in Stormterror's lair. Yeah. Endgame players know the secrets. It's honestly quite boring to be an endgame player.
I'll keep this close.
But it's fun at the same time because then you get to raise, quote unquote, raise in my case, characters that you could as well before. See, those little light pillars, that's where those little light stars are gonna be. And obviously I'll explore all of this off stream, so then I can level my AR up more and level up the statues at 7, and I'll be able to do more quests and stuff. I'm mainly just streaming this for the lore and that kind of stuff. So when I get to the future stuff, it'll be a little rare that I actually post Genshin, because there is gonna be like new content probably like every single update, but I'll probably like wait a few updates just so I have enough content for a few streams at least. But I'll eventually get it all. Okay, that was the first one. Okay, forgot there was a cutscene. Okay, so it does help build the platform.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic. It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground. Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
Creepy that Celestia is right there. I'm very suspicious of Celestia, mainly because, well, the sustainer of Heavenly Principles lady kind of took our sibling and she brought us back together, but Aether, or the traveler sibling, I should say, for other people, because some people actually get annoyed when you say Aether or Lumine or something like that. But, technically, we were reunited, but Aether, or the traveler sibling, woke up first, and, I think I actually have to do a battle here. Woke up first and explored Tevat, and yeah, we'll learn more of that later. Almost right on top of it. See?
What's the hurry?
And clickety. And this one, which I'll teleport to the middle again just because of convenience. After. I like that the windwheel asters actually look like windwheels. They're so cute. Okay, so you can see the tornadoes on PC. That's cool. Not fair.
No one escapes my sights.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
Oh, don't teleport, you little jerk.
Time to clean up.
You be distracted with that for a minute. There's you.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I think I have actually gotten better at the Genshin battles though, which is good. I don't know if you can actually go outside this barrier, but I'm not gonna risk it with my burst.
Windblade.
Don't do that. What was that? No! Okay. You're just gonna force it.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
For being old Mondstadt, it sure has a lot of technological stuff. Although, to be fair, it is Tevat. So I guess that does make sense. Tevat is technologically advanced. That's a mouthful. Why aren't you guys helping me? I know you just want to save Dvalin. You said you were doing this for freedom. You said you were doing this for Dvalin. Please do this for your honorary knight too. Like, is this like a test for me or something, Jean? Like, why aren't you guys helping me? It's not fair. See, there are some characters that actually help the traveler find their sibling, but there are some characters that actually, like, just use the traveler for their own gain and try to get the traveler to do, like, chores and stuff for them and hardly give anything in return. There is a few in Tibet that are really good, but there's a few that are not so good, to say the least. Is there an Animalculus up here? Yes, there is. I knew there was a Sealy over here, but I wasn't sure about that. But there is. I'll get that while I'm up here. Why not? And then I will have to fight those guys to get that one, but that's fine. At least it's not a timed challenge. Blah. And I'll have to break the stone for that one. God, when I was first doing this, I got so lost because I couldn't see the little pillar of light thing, and it blended in with the background. It was so very confusing. Oh, I forgot you guys appeared.
Steady as stone.
Oh, don't do your thing. Okay, you're gonna do your thing.
Prepare to be blown away.
I'm still not that good at attacks, but it's whatever. See, there are some objects where, like, if you stay with them too long, then they'll just disappear and go back to their normal spot that they spawned at. But I don't think these stars actually do that. I think that's like a leeway beyond thing.
Wingblade.
That Samaturl really just says touch grass. Oh, now I'm burning. Not what I meant to do.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Also, Noelle can heal, which I actually do like. No, don't do your... No! Back off, thank you! Woo! See, I can tell what attacks they're gonna do by the sound they make. Occasionally. I still don't know all of the new mobs yet, but I do know the older mobs like the Metaturals. So I know when it makes specific sounds, I know what attack it's gonna do, like that spin attack that I just avoided. Which is nice as an endgame player. Oh, god dang it, I do have to go up there. This one? Yeah, it should be fine. See, I do have more HP than I did in the beginning of the game, which is also good, and that's mainly just because I leveled up the statues of the 7, but I also haven't gotten to the leeway statues yet. I haven't leveled up the leeway statues yet. So, is that the actuator that I need to do? I think it is. So I'll get even more HP later, which is nice. I wonder if the character will actually get more HP when Fontaine comes. Again, Fontaine means fountain in French, which I honestly like. The Genshin nations are basically inspired by real life things, like Fontaine is inspired by France.
Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
You did not say that. Fontaine is inspired by France. Inazuma is inspired by Japan. Mondstadt is actually inspired by Germany, which I did not expect in the beginning of the game. I thought it would have been America or something, which it's a little bit of a stretch to think about that now, but still. And then Liyue was inspired by China, and Sumeru was inspired by... Oh, there's a tornado. I'm gonna get picked up by that in a second, just to show you guys what I went through. What nations were inspired by... what? Let's see here. Just checking what country they're based off of. Fontaine is inspired by France, as I've said. It's the French word for fountain, fontaine is. Sumeru is inspired by India, not Egypt. And Sumer apparently means Lord Shiva. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Inazuma means lightning and was inspired by Japan, I think, which would make sense. Liyue is inspired by China, as I've said before. Mondstadt means Moon City in German, which is cool. But that didn't give me any information on the other ones. Snezhnaya is inspired by Russia. Natlan is inspired by the tribe of Nuhadal that spoke the Natlan language? What the? I think that might be all of them. See, Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, Snezhnaya, Natlan, and then Fontaine. Yeah, okay, so that was all of them. I just don't know Natlan specifically. I think it was like... I think it said it was inspired by, like, Indigenous America. Natlan might be inspired by Indigenous America. Snezhnaya is probably inspired by Russia. Obviously, we don't know yet, since, obviously, they haven't come out yet, and the max we can go so far is Sumeru. But, I believe we're on update 3.6? It's either 3.6 or 3.7. 3.6. Okay. So Natlan will be, not Natlan, Natlan? I don't know how to say it, but Fontaine will be arriving in roughly 4 updates. So that's fun. I do like more stuff, because then that would mean a Hydro character as well. Pick me up! Yeah, see, it pulls you in, too. Yeah, this is what it did to me. And when something hits, it's just her legs. Paimon, help! Please! When something picks you up, when you're in the air and you're hit by something, after you're hit by something, you can't plunge attack and you can't take out your wind glider. You're just gonna fall to your death. Depending on how far you fall. See, this is what happened. It, last time, oh my god, it picked me up for so long. It was like an entire minute, but it felt so much longer. It was insane. And I was I just lost my burst. I was extremely confused. What just happened, because on mobile, you can't see the tornadoes that well. So
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
I was basically picked up by nothing. Which, I mean, technically that's kind of true because wind is... How do you even describe wind? It's a gust of air is all that I can explain about wind. You can't see it, you can't... Well, technically you can feel it. You can't, like, taste it or anything. Unless there's, like, leaves or dirt, but that would be tasting leaves or dirt, not the wind specifically. It's confusing. Well, we certainly have gone through a lot recently. We're practically old partners now.
Hopefully this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt.
I highly
just
doubt
like
that.
the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small.
Do you know what
How are
song
you
he's
feeling
talking
today,
about?
Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
I'm also prepared.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
Secret. He is literally your god. That's a giant secret, if you're gonna ask me. So trust is what drove Master Diluc here? So... What about Venti? No, he came for Dvalin. So trust.
As for Master Jean, responsibility perhaps. What about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Or freedom.
Freedom?
What is freedom if
When
demanded
you
of
first
you
arrived
by
at
a
Mondstadt,
god?
Did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom?
You'll understand that reference in like a minute after I defeat Dvalin. What is freedom if demanded of you by a god? Amber.
She really is a child of freedom.
Oh yeah.
Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Aww.
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
See, he was the one that helped me in the beginning. He was the one that helped me in the beginning to take down the first blood clot on Dvalin's back. I knew it. It was your voice I heard.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Because I was. And I already know his voice, but, you know, is someone in the street probably didn't. I don't know. Oh boy. Let me check something real quick. Let me make sure all my artifacts are good. 12, 12, 12. 16, 12, 12. These aren't leveled up that much yet, but I'm getting there. Because I honestly don't have that many artifacts. Although I do have... Oh, I thought I heard 3 million Mora. Not yet. It is easy to get 3 million Mora. It does take a little time, but it is easy. And that may sound insane, but as an endgame player, I've seen it many times. Although it never is gonna last long. Because things cost a lot in Genshin. Bad rolls on the artifacts, but I honestly don't care about rolls on the artifacts. Is that the last one I have? Nope. Leveled up to 12. That one? Is it the last one I have? Oh, okay, this is the last. Or maybe this is the max. Okay. Okay, so 4 is the max for the green one. I thought 4 would have been the max for the gray one. Maybe it's like 2 or 1 that's the max for the gray one. That's weird. Did not know that. Almost able to level it all up. Well, here we go, I guess. It's probably not going to be that difficult since I know how he attacks, but he is level 26. Here I come, flying puppy!
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's
I
back.
thought I already got rid of one.
They appear to be poisonous blood
Oh,
clots that have
now is when I
coagulated
get
on
rid
his
of him.
wounds.
Damn.
The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots.
Aim for those blood clots.
I'm bad at aiming when he's actually, like, moving. As you can see. And he's gonna do that.
Dvalin is getting away. But I'm
Yeah, I
familiar
could
with the
see that.
tactics. Just hold on a bit longer.
In the beginning of the game, I actually almost died from these attacks. That's barely taking any health. I do still have to dodge, though, obviously. Because the purple-blue ones actually do aim for you more than the blue ones. More than the light blue ones. So I do have to concentrate a little bit.
I'll extract and condense the pure animal from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, you're the god of Animo, and you can't control where Animo appears. Dude! Come over here, puppy! There it is. Is he, like, giving me the ability to see it or something? It's weird that I could see, like, splotches of Animo. Nope, one more. There it is. Also, dandelions appear around it, which just mainly significant. Oh, god dang it, I missed that one. You can mainly see that it's obviously Animo. There we go. Come on, puppy. It's only a little shot, I promise. And there he goes. See, it's really trippy if you actually, like, look at the map. Like, we're far above Teyvat, as you can see. And we keep twisting and turning, so it's really confusing and trippy. Little more. I'm gonna heal after this. Just in case. Venti, I could kind of use the splotches right about now. Please? I thought there was gonna be a cutscene. Venti! Thank you. He just forgot about me. Little closer. Here we go. God, I think back there was the first time I actually missed one of those. I don't think I actually missed them when I was first playing Genshin. But I've done this battle quite a few times. So I know his actual, like, movements and stuff. Not like these movements, but when I'm actually, like, battling him. This is only the first phase. Beep. Puppy.
Fallen. I'm sorry this is hurting you.
He was gonna say, hang on, just one more. Sky Puppy! Honestly, you can jump to other platforms when you need to, because he does gradually destroy the platforms. But during endgame, I honestly don't care about destroying platforms because I can just tank it with
Now we can fight
Zhongli's
the
shield.
Fallen on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous.
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Windblade.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know why I thought it was hard in the beginning. Oh, there he goes. Come on. Oh, okay. See, this is normally when...
This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum finale termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I
That's...
named it for him just now.
That's when you would need to change platforms if you don't want to get injured by the platform, because as you could see, it was glowing, and as you stand on it, it does take damage. But in the end game, I honestly don't care about moving. But for now, I will. Oh, it didn't avoid that.
Anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
Here he goes.
There's a chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
You say the same thing over and over and over again.
This moment will be frozen.
There he goes. I'm sorry, Sky Puppy. You are my favorite puppy.
This place is gonna collapse.
Oh, the frames! My frames are gonna collapse. Although I think it's just because it's the beginning of the game. Sky Puppy, no! Venti, you are literally Barbados. You could have saved us if you really wanted to. Sky Puppy!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. How, Dvalin?
Just now. Why
Yes,
did
he
you
can
not
talk.
ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no
Freedom at all. See, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
He's kind of like a butterfly dragon. Sky Puppy!
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere.
I forgot something else was gonna happen.
They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
Oh, I completely
However,
forgot.
winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
See, I haven't seen him since, so I wonder where he went. One day later. Because the traveler would probably have to rest after that. Oh, Timmy's birds are still there.
The honorary knight returns triumphant.
Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
You'd not want an opportunity like that to fight a dragon.
You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take it for granted.
Yeah.
And this time, you're the one we should all be grateful to.
You're welcome. But
You
have
did
been
nothing,
waiting around
Paimon.
this whole time?
Your moral support.
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do.
You're the
In
lighthearted,
fact,
bubbly
I'm dealing with
character.
the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Aftermath?
Almost
Here?
literally bubbly.
What happened in Mondstadt?
While Master Jean was away, the
It doesn't
monsters
take that
lurking
long
nearby
to get
made a
rid of
coordinated
these.
attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the hilly trails.
Or most of these were your
city
defenses.
a while back.
Although I highly doubt that.
Yeah, Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
Why would the hilly trolls do this, though?
I know, it's strange. Hilly trails aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
They've taken
Da,
over the
da,
hilly
da.
trails. Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
You bet. You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself.
I think it was the artifacts thing when I first played this game, because obviously, as I've said before, I didn't know like about raising artifacts and that kind of thing, or raising swords and that kind of thing, because I didn't know what they did to help. So I had to battle Dvalin at least like 4 times before I finally beat him, and even then I was like really anxious after I beat him. Like the first time I beat Metaton, I was like super anxious and didn't know how I beat him. That was basically like the very first time I beat Dvalin. Like, when did Genshin come out? $2020. Yeah. Sometime in 2020, but still.
Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
Yeah, it shouldn't take that long, I'm gonna be honest, but... Right, you were just gonna run over here, but... I do want some materials from these barrels. That'll be useful. I might as well help you. Destroy the hilly trails barricades. Oh, so I have to now? Maybe Amber will say something. I don't know if she actually does. I've destroyed these once before, though I didn't know if I needed to. There we go. Hi, Hoffman and Guy. Dang, can't reach the birds. Whatever. I'll at least get one. Don't tell your mother about this, Timmy. You're probably gonna tell your mother about this. I don't care. Hi, Otto.
Thanks for helping us clean up the battlefield. You really didn't have to, you know.
Yeah.
This work ethic of yours really puts me to shame.
It honestly does.
I know this paltry sum doesn't begin to pay you back for everything you've done for the Knights, but for what it's worth, please take it.
Aw, thank you. I want armor like you guys have. Oh, I got pile 'em up. Nice. Ooh, and more NXP. I didn't know I actually got something from that. That's nice. Right, because I have to chat with the locals first, too.
There's the blacksmith.
No, I don't care. That's a side quest.
Here we go. This is it.
What?
Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure.
Oh, right, because you're...
Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of
You.
rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age of adventure is upon us. Roll
Be
up,
happy with what you
youngsters.
got.
Join the Adventurers Guild today. In
I'm
this
already
time
in the
of
Adventurers
great
Guild.
upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt.
Yeah, about that, he's actually kind of Dvalin, and I actually kind of did it myself with help of Barbados?
What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved?
Yeah?
I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
Yeah? Oh.
Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join it.
Hey, he's one of your 4 wins. He defended you guys. Don't insult him like that. Hey, Nimrod.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many
I
trade
think
routes have
Nimrod is
closed
actually
due to
from
the storm
Fontaine.
terror
He looks
incident.
like he's from
We can
Fontaine.
cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed.
Oh no.
I cannot imagine a world without wine.
Oh no,
I
heaven
hope they get
forbid.
the trade routes back up and running soon.
Heaven forbid your wine supply runs out.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the 4 winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt.
No, you shouldn't
Every
have, and I
cloud
honestly
has a
don't know
silver
why you
lining.
did.
We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that,
Yeah,
we have you to thank.
yeah,
And
you
Jean
do.
for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in
And,
Mondstadt.
you know, you're literal Archon, but... Oh, god dang it! Sometimes when you do quests, characters can be quest locked. As you can see, a character is currently involved in other quests cannot join this quest. Because they, most of the time, they can be quest locked into their story quests, and apparently Kaya is stuck in his own story quest. I really wish it told you at the beginning which characters were going to be quest locked, which weren't. Because sometimes it does force the story quests on you, like it does with, like, Zhongling's and Amber's, Lisa's, and Kaya's. Alright, what do you want, Kaya? Oh, you're up here. How are you even quest locked, though? You're supposed to be here. Alright, this shouldn't take long. No doubt. Whatever, fine, I guess I'll do it. I mean, I do like Kaya anyways, but... I mean, Kaya is suspicious, like... God dang, he is suspicious. But... I do like him as a character. I'll just wait till he's not quest locked anymore, because apparently he's quest locked here. Oh, please don't tell me any other character's gonna be quest locked after this. Don't think there is, because we have to talk to Venti, and then... her, and then I think that's it. Okay. So I think it is just Kaya. Hi, Kaya. What do you want?
This is bad. Such a hassle. What am I going to do?
You don't lose your chill. Literally, because he has a cryo archon. Eh.
Oh, thank the thousand winds. Your arrival must be the grace of the gods.
I am the queen of sarcasm, Kaya. I understand how sarcasm works.
If I may ask,
Most of the time.
sent by the Animo god to save this mere mortal. Could you spare a moment?
I mean, technically.
Cut it out.
Even Paimon could tell. But, yeah, technically, the Traveler isn't immortal, because technically the Traveler and their sibling are aliens, because they came from other worlds. Suspicious. Anyways. Can't say I don't have the time.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
I cannot let my peers hear about this. I cannot seek help from anyone else but you. Please.
You're not hearing any of this.
Let us move to somewhere more fit for such conversations.
Can you stop
Let's
being
talk in the
quest
courtyard,
locked?
just outside headquarters.
I'm trying to do the
Come with
Archon
me.
quest here.
What's with the sneakiness?
He's not even quest locked. He goes to Springvale. We just need him at... After I talk to him a few times, he's gonna stop being quest locked, which I hate the quest locked thing. It is so infuriating. Alright, what do you want, Kaya? I really don't want to do your entire quest. I might have to. I don't think I will, actually.
This place will do.
Tell
do you
us what
need?
it's about already.
How should I begin? Oh, right. Let me tell you a secret first. It's a secret of my past, and I confide in you to keep it.
Aha.
Don't worry. Paimon's lips are sealed.
Your past.
As a matter of fact, my grandfather was a pirate.
Ah, was he now?
Wait, why do you sound so blithe? Do you think I'm making it up?
Well, considering you have primogems all over your body, and, you know, Conria and the Abyss are kind of inspired after primogems, and primogems inspired after them, and, you know, the star pupils, literally the star pupils, are from Conria and the Abyss. Yeah, I'll totally believe that your grandfather is a pirate.
Look at my eye patch. I inherited it from my grandfather, and
Starry
this is
eyes.
solid proof that we are related by blood.
Never knew you could inherit eye patches.
My, how could you not know such common knowledge?
Oh, yeah.
This is no different from children inheriting their hairstyles from their parents.
See, Kai is the same way as Venti. He won't tell us the full truth because, I mean, technically, we're not supposed to know about his backstory, but we do. I have explained it before.
Yesterday, I was glancing through the notes my grandfather left and stumbled upon records that spoke of a treasure.
Treasure?
You got
According to
Paimon.
his notes, the treasure is buried in the lost Arcadian ruins.
Arcadia is a nice name.
But the location of the ruins is currently unknown. I've tried searching for clues.
Treasure! Kaya, what kind of treasure is it?
That's like me searching for gold.
Gems?
Treasures that consist of nothing but gold and gems are third-rate treasures.
Oh, really?
My grandfather's treasure is a sword.
Yeah,
a
if
magic
only.
sword that grants the wielder unrivaled power.
Oh, wow!
The sword was dropped from Celestia into the sea by a god. It was later salvaged by my grandfather's crew by pure coincidence.
Okay, now here's where I think Kaya is kind of telling the truth, because this is honestly terrifying, because Kaya's grandfather obviously isn't a pirate. But it's sarcasm. But see, when we fought the sustainer of heavenly principles, that godlike lady. We fought her, and we lost. Now, I'm not going to spoil how I know this, but I know that the Traveler's sibling's sword is still intact, but our sword that we saw in the beginning of the game, see, both of us had golden swords. The Traveler's sibling's sword was still intact. We know it is from future intel. But our sword randomly went missing and was perhaps dropped into the sea from Celestia by a god. Paimon, you do be suspicious here. I'm pretty sure that sword... I genuinely don't know if Kaya knows that there might be an actual sword there that is from the Traveler. But even so, it is terrifying that that could be the case.
The moment he gripped the sword, thunder roared, billows howled, and the clear skies were suddenly swallowed by raging winds.
And he's back to sarcasm.
With the might of the magic
See,
sword,
this is part of the why I
my
like.
grandfather
Part of
went
the
on
reason
to
I
defeat
like
a
you, Kaya.
hydra, a silver-haired banshee, a wicked abyss dragon. But the immense power of the sword enticed many more greedy pirates.
Oh, really?
To avoid meaningless conflicts, my grandfather hid the magic sword.
Really? Why do you look so disappointed? Really? Are you telling a child still, Kaya?
These incredibly thrilling
Kaya, you can tell me the
adventures
truth.
are
I'm not even
romances
from
that
this
could
world.
only be told by pirates.
Holy
I mean, granted,
moly,
I don't
that's
tell
just
you the truth about
insane.
my past, but still.
A gang of treasure hoarders has been very active lately, and many ruins have had their relics stolen by them. I'm afraid that they will soon discover the Arcadian ruins, and the magic sword will be lost.
We won't let it fall into the wrong hands. We must get the sword before
Although
them.
Paimon is gullible.
You just rest assured that we are here to help.
Wow.
Wow.
Great. Please keep it a secret. I'll wait for your good news.
Yeah, because you're
Hey,
totally not
so
gonna
what
do
you
it
think?
yourself.
Isn't it exciting? We're talking about a super duper powerful sword.
Is it true?
Well, let's go to the Adventurers Guild and see if we can find out more.
Is that
The
why
adventurers
Kaya's
should know
quest
more
locked?
about the ruins, right?
There we go. Now another character is quest locked. And this is perfect. Because then I can finally do the Archon quest again. So eventually when I get to the story quests, I might explain again what just happened. Because it might be like another stream or two. I don't know. Wait, there was a book up there, I think. Let me get up there. Is there? Yes, there is. Okay. Make sure I don't forget that. Where is melancholy? Wonder what melancholy means. Heard it quite a few times, actually. Kaya, you weren't even close to here. What do you mean, quest locked? What does melancholy mean? The feeling of pensive sadness, typically with no obvious cause. That's what I was thinking. Do I have achievements? Yes, I do. Waypoints. Get rescued by Dvalin. Do I still have another one? Where is it? Oh, there. The Challenger series. Stop an abyss mage from regenerating a shield. I have done it. And technically, I can change my name card here. But I like this name card. And I've never had a profile where I've just used this. Let me actually change my signature, which is like right here. What should I change it to? There we go. Alright. More ominous that way. Oh, I didn't even realize
May
it
I
had a
take your
design up
order?
there.
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Ah, the handsome Mr. Kaya.
Ah, so you do feel something for me. And
Not
people
like
say
that.
my charm is fake.
Oh.
To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
We're not even gonna question
And
why
that's
he's in
coming
the
from a
fountain.
knight.
Sweet talking, sugar coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
No, yeah, totally. Like, I never do sarcasm either. Mm-hmm. Totally. Anyways, yeah, that guy's in the fountain because he'll explain it if we talk to him, but he's in the fountain because he's looking for change. And I think it's to save up money for medications for his sister, I think. Oh, he does like a quick little animation. I love that. Yeah, you're totally not suspicious when you're in the fountain. Just grab it. Nobody's gonna stop you. See, Kaya's the cavalry captain, and Mondstadt doesn't have cavalry. Cavalry basically means horses. Horse soldiers. What are you plotting this time?
Me? Nothing. On the contrary, I'm trying to work out what others are plotting.
Oh,
That's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet, where I can collect my thoughts.
oh really?
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move.
Yeah?
If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
I suppose it is suspicious.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day he
Where
made
did
all
you
hell
wait?
break
At the
loose in
bridge?
Stormterror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy
Hilly
figures
trolls
lurking
honestly
in the
aren't
city
that
itself.
threatening, especially
Inside the
compared to
city?
what's in Sumeru.
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing.
Oh yeah,
Through
totally.
various means, I managed
Fraternizing.
to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this.
Various means.
The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
Uh-huh.
This order has a leader?
And I think
Yes.
we know who that leader is.
And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Just a
Let's
little
just say I'm blessed with certain
fraternize.
linguistic powers.
Cryo powers.
There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him the Prince.
Which is Aether.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack.
Well,
I
you
better slip away before
kind of
she
helped in the
notices me.
city. But clearly you don't want her to know that.
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
Isn't he your singer? He does a lot behind the scenes, actually. Like, he mentioned the prince, which somehow he found out by an abyss mage, which is suspicious. But that guy is actually technically a spy from Conria. I don't know how, because Conria is long since gone. But I think it's like a family thing or something. I don't know. I know Kaya's not immortal, because he did grow up with Diluc, where he was adopted by Diluc's father, and he grew up with him. But even still, Kaya is suspicious. He does a lot behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble.
He'd not talk
But
himself
let's
out of
forget
trouble
about
with
him.
me.
I worked super
Maybe.
hard today, and my tummy's rumbling.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
order.
you work super
Hi,
hard.
Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
Oh my god, seriously? She's literally right here. Oh, I should have guessed that she would have been class locked. God dang it. She's literally all the way up there. I'm not going up there for like another few chats. Can I just sit with her, please? Oh, she's quest locked. Oh, I despise this quest lock feature. I think once I complete these few story quests, characters won't be quest locked as much. I mean, they'll still be quest locked with like this and obviously, but they won't be quest locked as much with the world quests, which is a good thing. But I still despise the quest lock, even still. I should use the teleport. Because then it takes longer and it makes it more confusing for future streams, and the beginning of Genshin is honestly quite crap. You guys are honestly worshipping Barbados, and he was literally just right here a few days ago, actually. Although you guys don't believe him, which is funny on your part. Hi, Amber.
Hey, traveler. I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind glider I gave you last time?
Pretty good.
Seems like it's really growing on you.
I mean, I like it.
But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
Nope.
A gliding license? What's that?
Isn't it obvious? You gotta have a gliding license to legally glide in Mondstadt.
Yeah, you were just letting me do it illegally all this time.
We've been gliding for ages now. This is the first we've heard about it.
Gliding place.
Yeah,
Woo
you've
woo.
been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed.
Yeah.
So, you came looking for us because you want to give us a gliding license?
Not
No
give
way.
us.
The Knights of Favonius have strict rules.
Oh,
You
yeah,
need
of
to
course
pass
they
an
do.
exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license.
I am technically a
Today,
member of the
I'm here as an
Knights.
examiner to oversee
Honorary
your official
knight.
gliding exam. I gave you your wing glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
An exam? What a pain in the butt. Then again, since Amber is the examiner...
It's fine.
I'm sure you'll glide through it. I mean, the whole city saw how well you...
What are you doing, little girl?
So I'm sure you'll have no problems. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here,
Obviously.
take this gliding manual. No need to memorize it. Just be familiar with everything in there.
Ah, right. I forgot
For
about
example,
this.
Only one person per wing glider. No carrying anything over the set weight limit. No taking off using an animo slime, and so on and so forth.
I've done that a few times, actually.
Anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me magic.
Wow,
Thick
that's a
books.
big old book. Paimon thinks we best get started.
Great, come find me when you're done. I'll
Well.
be at Windrise.
About that, actually. Yeah.
The Knights of Favonius gliding manual does not sound like a fun read.
Well, guess I better get started. Amber leaves you and begin with the instruction manual with Paimon.
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land,
The lore of
birds
the
that
wind glider.
yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important."
It's actually with
As
Venti's
the god
blessing
spoke, the wind thrust the seeds
that
of a dandelion
wind gliders
high
actually
into the sky.
exist.
The
If it
birds
wasn't for
thrust
his
up
blessing,
wings,
they wouldn't
but the
exist.
breeze was all too mild, leaving them to stumble across the earth.
So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was
Yes,
a
that is
strong
Venti.
wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
If it wasn't for Venti's blessing, wind gliders wouldn't exist.
That's a cool story. But is the Knight's gliding manual really written in that style?
People in Mondstadt really understand the romance in learning to glide. Well, it reads like a fairy tale. Well, it is a fairy tale. I'll explain that later.
Huh. Anyway, let's go find Amber.
She's still quest locked? Please, please, please. Don't be quest locked. Don't be quest locked. She's still gonna be quest locked, isn't she? She isn't. Thank you. Now, I don't think she should be quest locked from here on out. Anyone should be quest locked. I forgot this happened. This only happens once. Once in the entire game. Like, leave a comment. It tried to be like all the other mobile games.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon
Liyue?
thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Yeah. And continuing along forward, the people in Mondstadt do absolutely nothing to help find my brother, other than find Lumine's brother, but, you know, I'm going into character, because I like it. They do nothing to find Aether, other than setting up a poster, just say, here, if you see a blonde person wearing exotic clothes, come find Outrider Amber. It's just like, it's not a good way to find a person when, you know, we helped you save your literal entire nation. But thanks.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
See, Amber does kind of help because it says Amber's name on the flyer, but she doesn't even mention anything about my brother either. I'll miss Mondstadt.
Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go and wherever the winds may blow.
Oh, yeah. I'll come back and visit.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you.
Mondstadt will always be home.
Now let's eat before it gets cold.
Is that for both of us? It's tiny. It also looks plastic, but whatever. Did you eat the plate too?
Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
I forgot about that as well. Oh no. You'll see in a second. Just let me do this stuff first.
Ta-da!
See, I get Barbara after...
Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you.
See, I get Barbara after doing the Archon quest. She's actually... I think she's actually the half-sister of Jean. I don't know if she's a half-sister or full sister, but she is Jean's sister, technically.
Barbara's here.
And Barbara actually gets a lot of harassment from something called a Barbara fan club, because Barbara does sing for the church as well. And she has a fan club, and it's honestly quite extraordinary to say the least. Let me just unlock these domains. Oh, right, because now I unlocked the Storm Terror domain. And I'll need to do this because I can get billets for all the weapons, which will help me create some weapons for the recipes that I do have. It'll give me some artifacts, which aren't as good as the actual artifact domains. Some fragments, gemstones, chunks, and slivers. Dream Solvent, which will actually help you transform, say like if you have 2 plumes, Dvalin's plumes, and you wanted a Dvalin claw, if you have a Dream's plume, you can a single Dream's plume, you can turn one of those with the Dream's plume into the Dvalin's claw or Dvalin's sai. And you can use all 3 of these, and it's like this throughout the map. With some specific domains. With the boss domains. And you need to use these for leveling up your characters. I think it's from like talent level 6 to 9 that you'll need a few extra enhancement items. But back to what I was doing. I thought she had a constellation, but I guess not. I guess that was just Barbara. It probably would be good to have Barbara on my team, but I do need Noelle sometimes. I'll still keep my team the way it is. About the Holy Liar. Just making sure. About that, it's good.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church.
And also your
She
sister.
is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre to Hamil.
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting
She's
Grand
also a
Master,
deaconess in the
but I
church.
still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui
Probably
have no
not good
choice
on the
but to keep their
military's
mouths
ending,
shut.
I'm gonna be
They
honest.
must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
You
Sounds
haven't learned
like
that
quite the
before?
story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
Yeah.
We,
Did
bring it with us. It's just... it's a little...
broken?
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
Can your special funding repair a godlike object?
The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
He's literally behind you.
Oh, give it here.
It's even golden in the... You're not gonna question that, Barbara? It's even golden in the,
How could the
PC
Holy
version.
Lyre, but how? Huh? Let Paimon see. No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll
Because
never
he is
trust the Lyre
Barbados!
again. We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
He can't even fix his own holy lyre. You guys are running the opposite way. You're running towards the basement, but whatever. I forgot about this part. And as you can see with future Archon quests, the Traveler actually gets stronger and stronger. It's cool. Hey, Hawk Lady. Or not Hawk Lady, Moth Lady.
Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
How those ashes treating you?
Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers. Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you
Actually,
dare
she's
speak
from
back to me.
Mondstadt, 500 years ago.
Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
What, this Ritza?
Should have held your tongue.
And I'll never forgive her for that.
So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Technically, he wasn't wearing it in
Waste
public.
when the beholder has no taste.
He had it under his coat.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Said it'll leave nothing for them to find, but they left our bodies after much time has passed.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
See, Lumine can talk. It's just rare. But, like, as I said before, the more Archon quests you do, you could see the Traveler slowly getting stronger and stronger. If the current Archon quest Traveler was as... If this Traveler that I'm playing as now, the Mondstadt Traveler, was as strong and intelligent as the current Archon quest Sumeru Traveler is, she would have been able to defeat those Pyro Fatui mages. What planet are we on? I feel like she would say that.
Planet?
Don't listen to her nonsense, Miss Barbara.
She only told Paimon and a few others that she is not from this world. Though I don't know why they don't question the flower and the exotic clothes. It's just weird.
Okay. Well, basically, I found you lying outside the cathedral unconscious and used my elemental powers to heal you.
Paimon thinks you could still use a final splash of ice-cold water to the face.
No, definitely not ice.
The bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him.
Yeah, I wonder
This is
why.
the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said it's completely
She's a
normal,
healer.
and then got up and left the cathedral.
It is normal for him.
Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean,
Sister!
said to let him leave. How strange.
I think Jean understands.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon.
Yeah.
Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
As I've explained before, the tree is connected to Vanessa and Venti because I think it was like when Vanessa and Venti finally defeated Vanessa, Venti, and Dvalin finally defeated. It is a little in the comics, but it's not explained much. Finally defeated Ursa the Drake. I think that's his name, anyways. When they defeated Ursa the Drake, and when Venti or Barbados back then he was still in his Archon uniform back then. When Barbados finally officially met Vanessa, which was a pleasure definitely for Vanessa, but obviously she didn't freak out or anything. And then I think the tree grew where, like, they were talking or something. I don't know. Hey, thanks, Barbara. Let me heal. Hey, Mandy.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time.
Did you?
Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
So, what is a gnosis?
So you noticed.
Yeah.
This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the
I'm not
secret.
an ordinary person.
As you know,
she's not
visions
from
are
this world.
external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power.
As I've explained before.
In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and
As I've
ascend
explained.
to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
So I think Vanessa was an allogene because she technically attained godhood, but she didn't become a god. She became a spirit, so to speak. She became a falcon. In the comics at least. But and then I think she became an allogene. As Venti is explaining, I think an allogene is a character that with a vision that became a quote unquote god. Yeah. So Vanessa was an allogene, I think.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
I rarely bring up allogenes because I always forget about them.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
So basically, the gnosis gives, as I've explained before, the gnosis gives the god their power, not a vision. They're not human beings, so they don't need a vision to conjure up power. But the vision also, obviously resonates directly with Celestia itself. It's basically their way of communicating with Celestia, or Celestia's way of kind of tracking down the Archons, seeing what they're doing. But without visions, I think the Archons are also weaker. Though, or without Gnosis, the Archons are actually weaker. Although with the current Archons, you will see visions on them, but I think they are all fake visions, obviously, because they just need the Gnosis. Yeah, they just need the Gnosis for their power. And obviously with Venti's vision, he added a little flair to it and added wings to it, which I actually really like. But with the Archons, it'll show visions on their character because they're technically playable characters, so, you know, they kind of need the vision. What about the thing hanging off your hip?
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
Yeah, because it would be really suspicious if he could conjure up wind and, you know, he didn't have his vision. Also, people who have their visions taken away from them, it will be revealed later, they lose the ambition to do much. Their vision, once they get a vision, it's basically like they live for it, almost. Like, after they lose it, which is very hard to do. After they lose it, they, and you'll see how they lose it in the future Archon quests. They basically become, I don't want to say lifeless corpses because they're not lifeless corpses, but they don't have ambition to do anything, and they're just like sad and depressed all the time, and they just don't have ambition for like anything. I feel cheated, but I guess I'm used to that by now.
So who was that nasty woman who
She
said
is
Paimon
used to that, and
Wine
she's gonna
stole
get
your
more
essence?
used to it.
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers.
I've heard of her.
She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
The Cryo Archon.
Indeed. She is one of the 7, the Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis.
Oh, trust me, Zhongli hates you. What sort of god is the Tsaritsa? The god of love, but I highly doubt she's gonna show any love for me. Oh no. Unless we get her on our side, because we do want to track down Celestia. Technically, she thinks it's the Archon's fault that took Aether. And it technically is, but it's not. It's a god's fault, but it's not one of the 7 Archons. It's a god from Celestia, I believe. What sort of god is the Tsaritsa?
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now.
You were also very close with the god of time? That is also suspicious because Paimon can control time, and even when I stop time to go in the escape menu, Paimon is still active. Time doesn't affect Paimon. So, you have something to explain to me, Paimon? Are you the god of time? Is that why you hate Venti so much? It's suspicious.
You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago.
Cataclysm.
And after that, she cut off
Right?
all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Yeah.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone
Well, about that.
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
Oh, no.
Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye. We're going.
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
See, near to now, he does say, "May the wind bless your travels," and you may think that's just a common courtesy the people in Mondstadt say, and it kind of is. But when Venti means it, as if you keep this in mind for my later Genshin streams, characters with animo visions save the traveler and honestly quite help the traveler. There are the few characters that actually help the traveler instead of just like putting up posters to help me find my sibling or something like that. They help them and save the traveler. So I don't think it's just a figure of speech. I mean, Venti technically can't control who gets visions. He mainly just gives them out. Because I think it's Celestia that's like, hey, give this person a vision, give this person a vision. And Venti's like, okay. And gives it to them. Celestia doesn't give it to them, but Celestia gives the orders for the Archon, which in turn gives the vision to the character. But still, it's suspicious! Sorry for borrowing the statue's animo power without asking.
Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine.
I'm pretty sure that stuff is expensive. Can't even buy that stuff anyways, but still. You said it was expensive yourself. Though who knows what's expensive to you when technically you're an Archon and Archons haven't been known to be the best with money. Specifically a certain Archon that I won't reveal too much about. I'm just gonna say specifically a certain Archon. Endgame players, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. All I can say is... Oh, what can I say without giving away too many spoilers? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm pretty sure endgame players will know what I'm talking about.
Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning.
Also, like... Wait a minute. Okay, just making sure. The animo vision, or animo power that the Traveler uses, is actually my favorite among the Geo, Electro, and Dendro. Although I think Dendro and then maybe Dendro would be my second favorite, and it's a tie between Geo and Electro for my third favorite. But Animo is the best for the Traveler, in my opinion.
The birds of Tevat, the songs in the
It
cities.
technically can't crit, but
her Fatui
still
and the
does good
monsters,
damage.
They are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
I understand.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time.
Weren't you gonna say something else? Yeah,
If
there it
you
is.
wanna chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you back in your Archon quest, but in your not Archon quest, in your story quest, but I won't be able to get this information anywhere else. About Dvalin.
Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the Four Winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend.
Yeah, by a friend that
If you
body you
wanna chat,
technically
now's the time. A bard stays not
took a
always
replica
in a single
of.
climb.
Yeah, about the Abyss Order.
Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? I see. So, the Abyss Order has a prince who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin?
Not even you know
They
this?
were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss.
They probably
But
were.
that said, I have never heard of any such prince of the Abyss Order.
The fact that he's a prince is, you know, kind of hinting at Aether. Anyways, not an Abyss Order tradition then. This is a recent development.
I think so too. Apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order?
Maybe falling out of the sky with
If you
their
wanna chat, now's the time.
happen
A
to be
bard stays not
twin?
always in a single climb.
That's Senora.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did
Fatui
she?
lady.
She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She's like, bye.
She wanted
I
to
got what
avoid
I
any
needed.
eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
Yeah.
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc that the Fatui can only run amok across the 7 nations and threaten the knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier,
And I've
the
mentioned the
Cryo-Archon
Harbingers
has given them
before.
authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa.
What are they called? Delusions.
I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the 7 all the more difficult.
Oh, no doubt.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
See, I think... And, of course, he rhymes all the time. Oh my god, now I'm doing it! Because he's a bard and he's venti. But, I have a feeling in Snezhnaya, there's gonna be that, like, harsh cold stuff. I forgot what it was called, but it's the same thing I mentioned before last stream, I think, in Dragonspine. And then, like, in Natlan, I think, is the land of Pyro? Yeah. Because then the nations that are left are Snezhnaya, Natlan, and Fontaine. Yeah. Okay, so Natlan would be Pyro, God of War. I have a feeling there's gonna be, like, the exact opposite of that there, where it's, like, you get, like, super hot there. In a future challenge, there is actually, something similar to that, which I will mention when the time comes, though I'm pretty sure that will be a while. Just mentioning it. About deities.
As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes.
Oh,
and they
vision
ascend to
wielders are
Celestia.
known as
A
allogenes.
gnosis is a higher order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the 7. But as for which of the 7 took your brother, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the 7, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
You don't look like that god at all. Yeah, plus, we've known you long enough to trust you, though I still don't trust you on some things, because I know you're keeping a secret on some things.
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your brother, how would you like to become one of the new 4 winds?
I would like that very much. Perhaps.
You don't seem too into it.
I am! Don't speak for me!
Kind of bard. If being one of the 4 winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
No.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
There's nothing else.
Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Yeah, that would suck. What did I unlock? Domain of Blessing? What was that? Oh, well, I don't like the cards of TCG anyways. Do I need to be a specific Song of Dragon and Freedom? Do I need to be a specific... Yes, I do. Okay. I need to be AR rank 23 for that. So I can do that. Song of Dragon and Freedom. Nice. So I do need to be AR rank 23. Okay, it was these ones over here. Okay, so it was basically all of them that unlocked. But I think we'll get to, next time. Either we'll get to the start of the Archon quest, because I believe I should be leveled up by then. Or we'll be doing, some of the character quests. And I don't like Invocation CG anyways, but I'll still try it on PC anyways. And then I'll be doing some of the Genshin world quests as well. But I should be leveled up enough for the, I should be leveled up enough for the Archon quest next time. Oh, wait, can I buy a wish? Please tell me I can. Oh, no, I'm missing 60. Wait, is there a way that I can get 60 more? Oh, there is with the invocation TCG. And that one honestly doesn't take that long. Oh, which is gonna give me 60. This is gonna give me 30, and that's the event. This is 60, but it takes a long time to complete this quest. 40. Talk to Catherine in Leeway Harbor. Okay, I can do this. I really want to wish before the stream ends, because if I get enough Primogems, then I'm gonna want to wish before the stream, and I don't want to do that. Alright. I just need enough to do these ones. So I'm gonna extend the stream a little bit, but it's fine. It's not that long.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
I have a letter for you.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh,
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I just said that. I suspect this is for you. I just said that. A letter? For me? Oh, so you're an adventurer from Mondstadt. What's this? A dandelion? Why is there a dandelion in the envelope? Adventurer, did you place the dandelion in the envelope to try and prove you are from Mondstadt? Pretty sure the other Catherine did that. There's really no need. There's more than enough information contained in this letter to establish your identity and background. I bet it was Catherine. Catherine? Oh, you must mean Mondstadt Catherine. See, she would be a lot like Nurse Joy in Pokemon if she wasn't a robot. Nurse Joy is an actual character and has, like, sisters, I think. Catherine, I'm pretty sure she's robot because it says later in an Archon quest something similar to that, and that, if you, like, look a certain way, I can't do it now, but if you look a certain way, you could see a keyhole back here, and she even has a voice line when you're not talking to her that says error. Why would they create a voice line for her that says error if something went wrong? Why not just, like, keep it silent? It's really suspicious. Why did she put a dandelion in the letter? Very odd. A dandelion isn't much use to an adventure now, is it? Well, unless I'm upgrading a character. Not that it really matters, of course. The letter from the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild says that you are a highly experienced adventurer. If that is true, I'm sure you're ready to take on commissions from the Leeway Adventurers Guild. A whole new world of wild adventure awaits you. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Is that the end of it? Yes! Okay, so that's 40. I just need to do the other one. Where was the other one? I think it was... Yes, it was this one. And it won't take long because this will just tell me, like, what it wants me to do and stuff. I can't teleport over there. God dang it. Alright, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be voiced, but it's an event anyways. Plus, I could probably do the event... Well, do I want to do the event off stream? It will give me Primogems, but... I might wait till I'm on stream to do the event. I don't know, I'll have to decide that. Because tomorrow I will be streaming 60 seconds randomized, and then on to the next week, of course. You should just be able to teach me real quick. Of course, give me a little lore of why this is here and stuff. You'll learn what this earpiece thingy is much, much later. It is a success. Why are you laughing like that? Now I just need to hire a mercenary band and conduct a pilot deployment with a goal of to achieve basic operational capacity within 10 days. Once I get the frontline reports, I will be able to convince my mentor to give me a higher budget, which I can prove to the academia that this is the alchemical potion's strongest form. What's going on? Why is there someone laughing herself silly in the desert's direction? I don't know, but she's kind of looking at me. And what's all this talk about mercenaries and operational capacity? This person sounds like some kind of battle maniac. Well, there's the gate, so I'm guessing it is a battle maniac. What do we do? Should we, get away for a bit? I'm actually interested. She does not look familiar. I'm interested. Oh, right. Paimon forgot you're a combat expert yourself. Hey, don't forget that. I'm gonna be the hero of freaking 7 nations and all of Tevat. Speaking of which, it does tend to be that when you're along with someone, they'll most certainly be willing to purchase our services. Yeah, but that'll still not help me find my brother. As long as this person doesn't plan on any bad things and the Mora is good, we can definitely consider helping out. Are you talking about me behind my... Ah, it's you, the golden-haired outlander and their white high-intelligence floating assistive unit? Huh, you know us? Paimon doesn't remember having this nickname, though. You have us at a disadvantage, miss. Ah, so you've forgotten me. I understand. Well, I don't remember you, no? I am but a normal plebeian, while you are living legends. Normal plebeian. A long time back, you aided experiments with my great creation, the remelting tablets, alchemical potions designed to aid people in combat. Was it like the first event that I saw in the game? No, because that was with Albedo, right? Yeah, that was with Albedo. I don't think that was with anyone else. I don't know. That research went very smoothly indeed. You enjoyed hardy battles, and I drew much data and inspiration from said battles. It would not be wrong to say you changed my life, and for that I have always been thankful. The results of my research have also been an aid to some members of the Core of 30 in their work regarding consumer security. I still kind of don't know what the Core of 30 are. Seriously? Did we really do that? Huh. We should remember that in the future then. Speaking of that, you were saying something about combat and potions earlier, weren't you? Will you need our help this time as well? Well, why not? With you two around, I shan't have to rub shoulders with those cell swords. To tell you the truth, I was worried they might fleece you, or even rob you? Fleece you? What? Yeah, you sure are using exact words. If you were to help me complete the verification process for the shock boil bruise, I'd be willing to give you part of my budget I set aside for this exactly. It would also serve as further thanks for your help. More worth 50 people's salaries, not bad for a remuneration, huh? Yes? 50 people's worth of more? Well, I highly doubt it's that. Doesn't that mean we'll be set for a long while once we do a single day of work? Sounds like a great deal. We don't come by something like this often. God, my eyes are just skipping the lines so much right now. Let's hear it for the shock-boiled bruise then. As decisive as ever. Well then, let's get to business. I discovered a temperature-related weakness in remelting... See, I read these because I don't know if they have lore to it, and some events actually do have lore. Related weakness in remelting tablets. I was testing in the Great Red Sand. In high heat conditions, the explosion of the remelting tablets would not achieve its desired effect. As such, I dissolved some of the potions in stable liquid solutions and stored them separately from the tablets, which have higher melting points. When using them, I mixed the two together and pressurized the container. I understood none of that. Having the tablets explode with the liquid medium process medium produces a shock boiling effect with a higher efficiency and greater stability, and so the new device was named the shock boiling device. That's honestly a cool name, I'm gonna be honest. If you could sit in front of a flaming flower for an entire day, would you still be able to use the potions to aid you in battle? It's a huge leap in the reliability of the device. I even added periodic activation and recording functions for the device in battle. It will activate an automatic reactive manner and record combat data to boot. Now it's incredibly easy to use. Okay, I understood none of that. Can you use simple words, please? I have a small brain, please help. So we just need to use the super convenient support device to beat up some monsters, right? I am exactly like you, Paimon. I understand none of this. Exactly. Oh. You really are serious about your work. Hajanad? I'm gonna call you Haja. Your name is Haja now. You've explained this in so much detail that even as unfamiliar as Paimon is with this stuff, she thinks she's kinda got it. A less good-tempered researcher might have just said fix some known issue. It just to dodge having to give an explanation. Oh, so she did give an explanation. We don't really need to understand the fine details behind how it works, I guess. Alright, then let's do as we did before to help Haja test her device's effects out. Why did the wind stop blowing? That's weird. We're in familiar territory. A few simple fights, all that separate us between a nice sum of Mora, and we can help Haja too. Everyone wins. Talk about effective communication. I knew working with you two. I knew I'd much enjoy working with you two over those mercenaries. I've already prepared our test site. It's for a domain not far from here. Just take the device and help perform the test, please. I'll be waiting here for your feedback. Quest completed! Okay, that's all I cared about. Oh, I better read this, just in case I do the quest. You must complete 3 consecutive challenges. I'm never gonna get this one, but at least I'm gonna get the gold, because I think the gold is the max you need to do to get the max rewards. But you can get the premium one if you want, just to show off to your friends. I don't know. You must complete 3 consecutive challenge rounds during the brewing development stages. Each challenge round requires you to defeat opponents that will continuously appear within a time limit to accrue points. Your party setup can be changed between rounds to deal with different types of opponents. When the challenge ends, you obtain test-related emblems based on your score. These emblems. The shock boiling device will automatically activate every 20 seconds. Okay, so I don't have to press a button for it? Activating 1 to 4 potential medicinal effects. These effects will grant potent combat buffs for a fixed duration. Each combat round will have different medicinal effects. Use them well to conduct combat and quickly and effectively. Ugh. So much talking. Thank you! Okay, how many days does this have? It has 3 days. Okay, so 3 days and 5 hours. So yeah, I should have enough time to stream all of this on Monday as well. I don't think I should miss the event, because then I'll be able to do all 4 of these, and then normally I like to get 4,000 just to get all of the rewards. But you can, obviously, as I said before, go to the pink one and, I don't know, just for show-off sake, to do extra damage. Some people play Genshin just for the damage. I do not want quests for leeway, I just wanted to mark that off. I'll level up my character on stream real quick. And check everything else. Alright, now I should have enough to wish. Oh, I still pressed the right button. Nice. Alright. I'm still gonna go to the tree. It might take some time, but I do not care. I need my rituals. Yeah, I'm still gonna go here. I was thinking about going to Parastia or the Palace of that, but I was never able to pronounce that either way. But, this is like right above where Nahida is staying, so I might as well do this instead. So I think it was this one? Yeah, because isn't this where Nahida's staying? I think it is. Either that or it's the other entrance to the Sanctuary of Surasthana, but, I can't say that. But, we obviously wouldn't be able to reach that just yet. Is it this branch? The achievement branch? It's not. It's that one. Dang it, I missed it again. Alright, but that is fine. I don't mind streaming extra. Well, I do mind a little bit because I do technically have work tomorrow. But that's fine as well. Is it this branch? Or was it this one? Or was it that one? I think it was that one. Whatever, I need to fly over anyways and plummet Lumi into her death. Regretfully. I actually do like her when she talks. I like her generally. Cool design and everything. Alright. And she should actually die from this height as well. I just want to make sure I don't land in any water on any branches. Right there, I think? Yes. Save me, Nahida! Please, save me! I knew I wasn't gonna get early pity. I've never gotten a lucky early pity roll. Dang it. Cookie again? I guess she is on the banner, Dragon's Bane. Dang it! Not a lucky roll. Well, Cookie's
Maybe I wasn't meant for this.
not gonna save me. Boop 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 boop. See, if you only have one character on your party, it will appear as this screen. Like fell to death, drowned to death, that kind of thing. Always assess your stamina levels when climbing. You will take damage if you fall from too high. Yeah, I kind of got that. Oh, it'll teleport me back to where I was last time. Alright, let me level up Cookie. And there you go, I guess. AoE increased by 50%. That's nice, I guess. I think. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here, and we will pick this back up on Monday. Because tomorrow I will be streaming 60 Seconds Randomized, as I've said before. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, or wherever you are in this crazy world, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!